Oh, no, we don't have, there we go. Hey, y'all. All right. Let me see if I can get into chat. I've got this on, YouTube. Oh my goodness, we got a lot of people on chat. Here we go. Hey, Judy and Ace, Kathy, Sharon from South Florida, Brandy. Am I early or late? You are right on time, girl. Journey with Grace, hey. Journey with Grace says, hope you're doing well and dentures are better now. You're feeling more back to yourself. Actually, yeah, I actually had an appointment today and saw my dentist today, this morning. Hey, Jan. Hey, Neil. Paul Honeyman, hey. Ann and Glinda, Miss Donna Lou, Karen Worth, Trina Rock. How's everybody doing? Judy Herman. And Randy Moore. I don't think I have my glasses over here. Daggone it. I don't have my glasses. Oh, yeah, I do. They're in here. Let me grab them so I can see. I need to be able to see. Can't see very good without them today. Oh, that's so much better. Hey, Jesus is Lord. Hi, Charlene Grady. I am just learning to talk in these things because, so for the last week I've had the dentures, but there's Itty Bitty Dreamstead. I've had the dentures for the last week, but they didn't fit right. The bottom one would not go over my gums, and the top one was choking me and making me gag really bad. So today, ooh, that's so much better. Today I went in. Hey, Laura, Debbie, there's Mama, Reverend Joe Jacobson. So today I went in and was able to wear them again. She did some adjustments. Hey, Anona. Hey, Lonnie. Was able to do some adjustments. There's Julia, Trina. She did some adjustments. Hi, Marie. And she took out a big portion of the back because it was choking me so bad. I couldn't wear them. I wore them for the live stream, and then I had them in a couple of times when I was videoing, and that's it. That's all I wore them because they were hurting, and the bottoms would not stay in. But look, now the bottoms are staying in. So she did some major adjustments this morning. She shortened the one on this side that was making it pop off the bottom. She widened the channel in the front so that they would go down onto the front. Took out some little knobbies, and then on the top she took out the back part of the palate. And what else did she do? Put a new soft reline in, which is like a silicone material that you put in to make them softer and easier to wear. And I do not have any adhesive on the top right now. I have some adhesive on the bottom because now to make them fit over where my implants are located, they had to be made a little bit looser. So I do have to wear the adhesive on the bottom, but there's no adhesive on the top, and it's staying put. I was actually able to eat. James says, you sound like you can talk so much better. I do. I'm still having trouble with S's. Still having trouble, I mean, my tongue, there's a lot of material there that my mouth is not used to. But it's getting better. I've only had them for about an hour and a half. And like I said, I only wore them to video and to do the live stream last week because they were really bothering me. Hey Janice. Laura says, I go back in 4 months to get my temporaries. I get my permanent in January. Awesome. That's awesome, Laura. I will, the schedule that she's got me on, there's Out and About. How are you doing? Barbara Hopkins. Kathy, Florida girl. How's everybody doing? So the ones that she, that these are temporary. Oh, and I can move my mouth so much better. It's not being restricted. They felt before like they were so wide. And honestly, what it was they weren't all the way in. They were sitting way out, so my top lip was like that. It was really pushed out. And now I can move my lip and I can really smile pretty rather than, you know, looking real fake. And Jan says, hey Lori Carp, Jan says, adjustments are like a new lease on life. Ah, yes, they are. I was shocked by how much better they felt. I am producing a lot of saliva right now because it's something new. But in time, it'll be a whole lot better. And in September, I go for my second surgery. Hi, Michelle. And during that surgery, they will open the gum line back up where the implants are, and they'll put what they call abutments on all those implants. There's 8 of them. And that's what's going to hold my new overdenture, is what they call it, is what she told me. Appliance, prosthetic, whatever you want to call it. That's what they'll screw into. And that will happen, I believe, September 15th. And I will have a different temporary that is made to fit over those. Or they'll just put holes in the back of this one. Anyway, they'll make my denture or a new denture fit over those. And then within 2 weeks, they'll have my new one made that is the overdenture or the appliance that fits up in there. It's going to be awesome, y'all. And those, there won't be anything behind it, in front of it, on top of it. Thank you, Betty. So yeah, these right now are so much better than last week or this morning. So much better. Still having some trouble with my S's. There's some words that I have a hard time with. We'll cover all of this. Chris, I'm not going to really get into financials. But yes, my insurance is covering a portion of this. Paul says, look out, boys, MamaV. It's the new cougar on the prowl. Now she can get her smooch on. I don't know, that would feel funny. Yeah, we're not going to get into that. Anyway, hi, Sharon. Anona says, you will change your channel from MamaV to Hot MamaV. Michelle says, you sound really good to me. Well, thank you. I know that I sound a lot better than last week. I was having a rough time trying to talk. I still could say supercalifragilisticexpialidocious for the most part. But it was really hard. Does it feel weird not being able to feel your palate? Yes. That is the hardest thing. Just your tongue doesn't know what to do. And not only is there upper palate, there's a bottom palate behind the teeth too, that my tongue is having a lot harder time with that one than it is the top one. Mary Poppins last week, but messed it up this week. I know. Hey, I've only had these in for like less than 2 hours. Hey, Cassie's Kitchen Creations. Jan says cheap finance tours. There you go. Yeah, there are some finance options. Depends on where you go, who you see. I'm seeing my local dentist. Just a small town dentist. He's not one of these big companies that does all these fancy things. That's why I'm not getting mine in 24 hours or overnight or, the same day or something like that. Kathy says that's what scares me about getting mine. Yeah, but honestly, it's not that bad. And the recovery was rough at first, but it's not that bad. I mean, now it's, you look back and like, it was a couple of days of my life that really, really sucked, but is it going to be worth it in the end? Heck yes. Sally sells seashores by oops, I can't say that without, with my regular teeth, I couldn't say that. Sally sells seashells by the seashore. Yeah, see, the palette does mess up my S's quite a bit. Look at that finger, y'all. It's still messed up. Dang. But yeah, that's what I'm up to this morning. I went to the dentist and had some adjustments, had a new soft reline put in. And because the reason we ended up doing the new soft reline was because when we had done it last week, we didn't really know. Things weren't fitting as good as they should have, and the top was not seated all the way back. So it's a whole new sensation now. I have to get used to talking again. But I can eat. Hey, the Williamsons, how are you? But I can eat now. I ate when I got home today with the teeth in, not without. And it went pretty good. I can't wait to eat a big old steak. Yeah, you and me both, Laura. Hey, 3 Mississippi, how are y'all doing? I can't wait to eat a big old steak too, eventually. But right now I'll stick with hamburgers and sausage, eggs, yeah, stuff like that. Barbara says you have another 40 to 50 years ahead of you. Your new smile will be there until the end. It'll be there to the end, but I don't know if I got another 40 or 50 years. You gotta remember, I'm 56 years old. If I go another 50 years, I'm gonna be 106. That's gonna be kind of pushing it. Of course, my great-grandma lived to be 104. But yeah, I don't know about, living to be that old. I mean, I kind of hope so. Work your way up to it, MamaV, or you'll be fighting your way through the fight. That's right. Hey, Garden Goddess 100. Aw, thank you. They are a lot more they're super comfortable now. Making a fat ribeye now. James. I couldn't open my mouth very much with them last week. They made everything really tight in my mouth because they felt way too big, but the thing is that it was just that they weren't all the way in there, so they weren't seated in right. Like, I don't even have any adhesive on the top, so yeah, that. Hey, Heather Hopper, how are you doing tonight? So yeah, that's what I've been up to today. I went to the dentist this morning and just got home not too long before the live stream. I jumped in and said hey to Jen and Wiley over on their live stream. My father-in-law lived to be 104, said Judy Herman. Cool. You Americans love the ribeyes. Preferably, I prefer a good sirloin. I like sirloins because they're cheaper than ribeyes. Ribeyes are okay. I'm not a giant fan of ribeyes. They're really fatty, which is good for my carnivore diet. But I'm thinking of making, maybe put me a roast in the Instant Pot and making a roast. I could probably eat that. Um, we'll see. We'll see. I know that next week. Thank you, Paula. Children are tougher to shoot. Yeah, that's true. Paul. Um, for the party next weekend, over at Tim's Ridge Life, I'll be going there, and I'm gonna take my Anchor Solix cooler, which is my electric cooler. I'm gonna take that with me, and I'm gonna take some of my own food, because I don't know. I should be able to eat everything there. We're having taco truck. We're having pancakes, eggs and bacon and sausage. We're having burgers and hot dogs. So, I mean, almost everything there. I should be able to eat. But, you know, I'm still kind of on soft foods. So, you know, I don't know. We'll see. Hey, Lenora. I've never commented much on your videos, but I have to say that you look great with the new teeth. Thank you. You're so sweet. Thank you. I'm learning to talk again. Thank you, Chris. I will. It's going to be a very fun weekend. And I can't promise anything, but if things work out, I'm really hoping that I can have my grandkids there with me. It will depend on their sports schedule and what all is going on, but they are not too awful far away from where I'm going to be. So I'm going to try to see if either I can go get them or they can come down and spend a day with me there, and get to meet everybody, because they are the same age as a lot of my friends' kids. Hey, Princess B and the Art of Everything. Made the live. Yay, yay. I'm glad to have you here. Thank you for being here. Karen Worth says she's still on soft foods till they get the narrating of the esophagus figured out. Yeah. I'm right there with you, girl, with the soft foods. Maybe, I mean, I might be able to have a little bit more things, but girl, I am still praying for you. You are still in my prayers every night. Hi, Bruni. Trina Rock says, I just went to take the dogs outside and it's sunshine bright and raining like the dickens. Yep, that's summertime for you. It happens. Alright. Y'all, I have filmed. I didn't get a video out yesterday, as you know. Sorry, my leg's hurting me. I didn't get a video out yesterday, as you know, because, yeah, there wasn't a video yesterday. But I do plan on having one out tomorrow or Friday. Probably tomorrow. Depends on how much you get edited tonight. And then I have another one that I'm working on for Monday or Tuesday, and I will try to have one set up ahead of time before I leave to go down to Freedom Weekend. And then I'll try to upload that and have it ready to come out on its own, where I don't have to do anything with it. You know, just go ahead and have it set. Have you noticed, y'all, the days are getting shorter? Yep, they're getting shorter about a little bit at a time. Thank you, Karen. Yep, days are starting to get shorter. A couple seconds each night. But it is, I was out last night mowing till right at dark. Because it didn't really get dark quickly last night. It was really a slow sunset. So I mowed till right after dark, or as dark was coming on us, and got the yard looking amazing. Did some weed eating, and I videoed all of that, so that'll be coming. Y'all get to see me work. I can't wait to see your finished bathroom. It's going to look beautiful. Well, thank you. Hey, Midnight Vlogs. 9:30. Oh, my goodness. I'll be happy when you get the plumbing in. Yes, that will be amazing. I haven't worked on that for a week or two. I'm to the point where there's something I'm going to need a little bit of help with before I proceed with that. So that is on hold at the moment. But hopefully really, really soon I'll have running water. Will be amazing, y'all. It will be amazing. Somebody asked me to do a walkthrough of the whole cabin. Now, if you ask me that and you're listening, here's why I'm not doing that at this moment. My cabin's a mess. I have construction materials everywhere, and I don't really want to show it right this second, all of it at the moment. But soon, very, very soon, you'll get a walkthrough. I'll do it. Let me clean up the materials some. I've got boards for the walls sitting over here. I've got tough rock sitting over here. I've got materials for helping to build cabinets over here. I've got all my tools everywhere. And no, the kitchen is not done, Bruni. The only thing in the kitchen that's done is the one wall, and y'all have seen that. I'm not behind on videos, so what you have seen is what the house sits at right this second. There's no other progress yet. You got to remember that I had a really rough winter and spring with my health, and so things have gone really slow this year, but we are up and moving a little bit faster and better now. Now that I'm starting to heal from my mouth and feel a little bit better with my health issues. I've worked through the recovery to get the bathroom done. It is not finished. It is pretty much where you saw it. There's one more video coming, but I haven't finished, and I want that next video to be, here it is, it's done. So there's just a couple things. That plumbing has to be finished before I can finish the bathroom video, because I can't put that other wall all the way up without that plumbing done, because the plumbing runs through that wall. Am I missing chats here? Linda says, golly, Mama, you look 20 years younger. Love the teeth. Look so natural. Thank you, Linda. I'm working on it. I'm starting to talk a little bit better. You can tell with the S's that it's not that great yet, but it's getting there. But a whole lot better than last week. A whole lot better than this morning. Hey, Steven, my second act. All these S's. Michelle Beaver says that is understandable, but I'm looking forward to seeing the finished product. I know, me too. It's going to be great. And I can't wait for you to see. You know, it's going to be beautiful. I love the color that I ended up choosing. Sometimes you kind of go wishy-washy about a color you choose, but I actually love this one. I love the way it looks on the walls. And I've got a surprise coming too with the bathtub, so that's something new that I haven't told you about yet or shown you yet, but you'll see it. Hey, Brian Wilkerson. How many times have you talked to yourself, Mama V, to get used to talking with your new teeth? Midnight Blog asks. Well, I'm not really talking to myself, but I'm doing a lot of singing. More S's the better. It will get you used to it. Yes, James. I've been doing a lot of singing. I'm putting music videos up on my TV, on YouTube, and singing along with those. And then, of course, in the car, singing along with the music in the car. And that has helped a lot. That's kind of what I'm doing. Hey, Melody. Beans, spill beans today, Mama V. I have no beans to spill. There's no beans. I'm not holding anything back. That one little thing with the bathtub is very minor. It's not really bean spilling stuff. It's just minor. I need a drink. So nice to do that without my teeth popping out, because that did happen. Oh my gosh, y'all, this is hilarious. So I was in the store 2 days ago, and I'm on the aisle, and there's a couple of other people on the aisle too, and I feel it coming on. I'm like, I gotta sneeze. Oh my gosh, I've never sneezed having these teeth in. You wouldn't think that'd be a problem. Guess what? It is. I sneezed my bottom teeth out of my mouth. I chew and boom. It was so embarrassing, y'all. It was so embarrassing. I don't think anybody saw it. I think it was just me and my imagination thinking that people saw it. If they did, whatever. But it was hilarious. Luella, hi, how are you doing tonight? You're so beautiful with your teeth. So happy for you. I got mine fixed 20 years ago, and so happy that I made the decision to have it done. Wishing you well and all happiness. Well, thank you, Luella. I appreciate that. Good night, Kathy, Florida girl. Singing is a great idea, said Jackie. I can't carry a tune in a bucket. Now, I haven't said that I can carry a tune in a bucket. Or, well, I used to, but not with these things in my mouth. Maybe again one day. She was saying she got the walls finished in the bathroom. Oh. My grandparents used to spit their teeth at the grandkids and great-grandkids. Oh my goodness. Kathy is tired. She's gonna get off of here. Okay. What about the bathroom? I just got here. Yeah, I was just talking about, y'all have seen everything that I've done so far. Still got some plumbing to do before the bathroom can be finished. There's the outside wall there has plumbing in it, so I can't really cover that up until I do my water check to make sure there's no leaks. That's so nerve-wracking, y'all, to test the water, because what if it leaks at all the connections? That's something that I have nightmares about, right? Cold water tastes so good. It's so hot. I do have the fan on. I'm sorry if it's too loud. Miss Donna Lou says, that's funny. I started singing hymns to get used to my dentures only just this morning. There you go. Yes. Aw, thank you, Michelle. And go back down to the bottom. Where's Paul? Paul's up there. He's up there in chat. He was just commenting earlier. LOL. Hope you listen to good music, Mama V. Of course I listen to good music. I listen to a lot of music. I don't listen to rap, and I don't listen to hip-hop stuff. But I listen to country, I listen to classic rock, I listen to 90s rock, I listen to blues, and a lot of 60s and 70s. Yeah. Hey, Norma Jean. Thank you. Debbie Rock was once a caregiver for an elderly couple, and they were always getting each other's teeth mixed up with each other's. Give me teeth. You got mine. That's funny. Oops. I didn't mean to do that. Yep. See, there's Paul. He says, I'm here. Hey, Ace, big hugs, girl. If it was snowing, It will be perfect weather today. It's Arkansas, so it's 93 over here. That's right. Let's see if I can see what my thing says. 96, 97 outside, 99 inside. One of these days I'll get a mini split and we'll be nice and cool in here too. MamaV, you should look into sous vide for cooking your steaks. It makes it tender and juicy, even tougher cuts. You look beautiful, by the way. Well, thank you, Kathy Ann, and I'll look into that. Do you listen to George Jones and Chuck Berry, that kind of music? I do listen to some George Jones. My grandma used to listen to George Jones all the time. George Jones was her favorite. And there's a few songs by him that touch my heart, and I love to hear them. They so remind me of her. I listen to all kinds of music. Brian says, 199 here felt like 113. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm not sure what the high temperature was here today. I try not to look at it. Luella says 97 in Tennessee. So hot, and hoping it cools off. Yes, you and me both. Yeah, it's pretty warm here. It is pretty warm here. Melody got ice cream. Hope it doesn't melt before I get back home. See, that's a problem. That's what you need, one of them electric coolers, because yeah, then you don't have to worry about your stuff melting. Like today, I brought home pudding and popsicles, and they did not melt because of that cooler. Paul says, hit that thumbs up, and I agree with him. Hit that thumbs up, because that thumbs up helps the algorithm, helps people find us, and puts my videos out to more people. We've actually got quite a few new subscribers over the last month. Must have liked me talking about dentures. But I'm glad to have everybody new, and welcome. Thank you very much. If you're watching this video and you are new, thank you. Hit the freezer for ice cream right now, says Luella. There you go. I don't have any ice cream here, but I do have some popsicles left. And I probably will have one after we're done with this. Garden Goddess 100 says, we had an uncle who was famous for wearing his dentures in his front shirt pocket. We never saw him with the teeth in his mouth. What have you been eating since you got your teeth, MamaV? Well, I just got them usable today. I had them last week, but I mean, I actually had them when I had my surgery, but I wasn't able to use them because of my surgery. And then over the last week, I haven't been able to really use them because they didn't fit right. So I just got them adjusted, and they fit better, and I can actually eat today. And the only thing I've eaten was, that little meal when I got home. So I'm going to be having hamburgers tonight. We'll see how that goes. Well, of course, no bread. But I'm going to have hamburger patties, cheeseburger patties, I guess, tonight for supper. We'll see how that goes. MamaV is about 400 subscribers from 30,000. Early congratulations. Well, thank you, Ace. Yeah, we're getting close. We're getting really close to that 30,000. That's going to be a celebration. Thank you, Luella. But yeah, I plan on eating whatever I want, pretty much, within reason. I'm still on a soft food diet. Soft food means, for this, means that I can't eat anything that I can't cut with a cheap plastic fork. If I can cut it with a cheap plastic fork, not the heavy-duty ones, the cheap ones, then I can eat it. And, so I can actually chomp down now. I couldn't do that yesterday. They're nice and tight. There's no adhesive on the top. It's got really good suction now that she fixed it and put the soft reline in. I do have adhesive on the bottom. but I can chew now. I'm gonna have to get another chair for my fat butt. I can't get a PC chair to last more than 13 months. Yeah, those PC chairs really aren't made that great anyway. You need you a Flex-a-Spot chair, Paul. Aw, Karen, thank you. Have a nice meal on me once you're able to eat better. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you. I will definitely do that. I'll probably take myself to the barbecue place after I can eat a little bit better. After I'm not so subconscious about eating in front of other people. I think that's going to be the biggest thing for the next week. I mean, I got to get used to it because next week I'm going to be in front of everybody. Williamsons are going to be there, 3 Mississippi. Let's see, Country Road Cure, Simple Life Reclaim, Disney Universe 5. Oh, thanks, Ace member for 9 months. Awesome. I don't know who all is going to be there, honestly, but it's going to be a huge party for a whole bunch of YouTubers. And we're going to have fun. We're going to have a lot of fun. Tim's going to put a big shindig together. Get to meet Meredith, his girlfriend, for the first time. And get to hang out with a lot of people I haven't seen in a while. I think I will be getting to meet Southern Blessed Homestead for the first time. They'll be there. And is there anybody else I could think of that I haven't met in person yet? I don't think so. I think most everybody else that's coming I've met in person. But like I said, there may be people coming that I don't know. David will be wearing his wig. Yeah, probably. Jan, are you going to Tennessee for the 4th of July? I don't think they're coming. You're going to be fine. I know, Jen. I know. Look at that. Karen, you rock. Yes, you do. I'm putting a big old heart on that. Beef stew will be perfect. Yeah, I thought so. I thought maybe, well, not really beef stew because I can't put vegetables in there because I don't eat vegetables anymore. But the meat will be good. And I found this recipe out. I found a recipe. This is a tough thing about doing carnivore with dentures or with going through dental surgery and sticking to carnivore pretty much. Hi, Briar Rays. Where was I going with that? I don't remember where I was going with that. My brain just fogged up on me. The Williamsons says, Mama V, I'm missing teeth. Come eat with me. Come eat with me. I'm embarrassed to eat around others myself. Well, you can eat with me too. You don't gotta be embarrassed by doing anything with our group of people. Thank you, Paul, for, I don't know what was said, but whatever it was, they have been timed out. Thank you very much. I don't know what was said, but whatever. I'm sure there's a good reason if Paul and Jan both got them. Hey, Nancy Gibson. Well, there's a bunch of comments by them. Maybe they were just spamming. Hey, Annette Graff, how are you doing? So glad things are working out. Thank you very much. Yeah, things are working out great. Got this refitted today. They feel good. They feel a lot better. Now, when I say that, you got to remember that I'm still sore and I still got a long way on my healing journey because I have implants. With these implants, you know, they're screwed into my jaw. There's 8 posts, screw posts, that are screwed down into the bone. 4 on the top, 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, and 2 here. And so that takes some healing. So my mouth is still very sore, but it doesn't hurt like it did the first couple of days. But they gave me pain medicine for that, so it was no big deal, really. It was uncomfortable, but it wasn't, I wouldn't personally call it painful, except when I woke up during surgery. Now, when I woke up during surgery, that was painful. That was painful. But they got me back to sleep pretty quickly. That was rough. Ice cold water. Tastes so good. It's so warm in here. Woo! I agree with Jan. Paul, you got to it before I could. Jan says she cooked meat in the Instapot to really tenderize it. I know, that's what I've been being told. Very tender meat, cooking it that way. Sorry, Briar Raids, we may be Christians, but some people do not like rhetoric plastered for the sake of getting it off of your chest. Well, that is true. Don't spam the chat. Don't spam the chat. Like I said, I don't know what was said, but whatever it was enough for both of them to get you. And, yeah. You were talking about beef stew and lost your train of thought. Yeah, that happens. Beef stew. I can make the beef without the veggies because I'm doing carnivore, and I've been able to stick to my carnivore after week 2. The first 2 weeks, I had to eat mashed potatoes and applesauce and popsicles, and of course I did sugar-free ones. Popsicles, and I did eat some ice cream and things of that nature. So I couldn't really stick to my carnivore during that 2 weeks. But the good thing is I didn't gain any weight. I weigh exactly the same right now as I did before I had my surgery. But I actually have lost inches. Even though I haven't lost any more weight, I have lost inches. Judy, the answer to that, she wants to know why I don't eat vegetables, is because I am carnivore. I only eat meat, cheese, eggs, beef, bacon, eggs, cheese. Heavy whipping cream is allowed. Just my way of eating now. And it has helped a lot with my health. I've lost quite a bit of weight. Hey, Tiny Steadden. I've lost quite a bit of weight. I am down, what am I down? Almost right at 50 pounds now. So, yeah. She used to eat her veggies, but I've been beating that drum to her way before carnivore. Jen says, yeah, well, I'm not eating them. Princess B says she listens, or they listen to nearly everything except for country and bluegrass. They give me hives. Paul says, do not get me started on the things we can do with heavy whipping cream. I should read your comment. I know better. I know better. Annette says she's lost weight in inches on carnivore, now keto. Awesome. Good job. I've been hearing good things about few veggies on the carnivore diet. I feel about ice cold water like others feel about coffee. I do too, Tiny Steading. I cannot be without my ice cold water. I don't drink coffee. I don't drink caffeine. Caffeine does bad things to me. So, I avoid. The closest thing I get to caffeine is rarely I'll have a Coca-Cola or a Coke Zero. And rarely I will have a candy bar. That's very rarely nowadays. I haven't had a candy bar since Easter. I had a chocolate Cadbury caramel egg on Easter. I had one. And I ate that thing, and I tell you what, when I ate that thing, I didn't understand why I craved it so much, because it wasn't that great. It was okay, but it wasn't that great. So, my tastes have changed. So, that's good. That's a good thing. Ounce for ounce broccoli has more protein than beef, just in case anyone wants to know. Yes, but it is not carnivore. It is a plant. And I only eat from animals. So, yeah. I live on ice water, Karen. Well, except for her morning coffee, says Karen. I have to buy ice because I can't make it fast enough. Yeah. I will be so super happy when I have water running through this house, because then I will have an ice maker on my refrigerator. No more ice cube trays, which is what I do now. But I rarely use ice, just because I keep my water in the fridge. And of course, when I have water running through the house, my refrigerator has a water and an ice dispenser. So that's going to be wonderful too. People tease me when I drink cola. It's like a quarter cup of cola in a 20-ounce cold water. That's right. Sid and Mike, 3 Mississippi, are next. It is family night. We start out over at our mountain home at 4 o'clock with Jen and Wiley. Over here at 5 o'clock for Possum Run Homestead with me, MamaV. And then at 6 o'clock is Sid and Mike and Frankie over at 3 Mississippi. 7 o'clock is Drifting Dreamers 5 with Mike and Lissa. 8 o'clock is MT Homestead with Mike and Terry. 9 o'clock is Brian at the Vineyard Farmhouse. And 10 o'clock is Peter with Old Man King Homestead. DD5 is going live tonight. Yep, they will be live at 7 o'clock. We got 12 minutes. Paul says, Mama V, you are the only person that I mod for that doesn't need to worry about getting got. I promised you that, and I never break my promises. I know, Paul, I know. I was just teasing you, honey. Hey, Bobby, Petty Jean River Homestead. Reverend Joe Jacobson says, feed it to my cattle then when I get them, I guess. A lot of people like broccoli, and that's wonderful. That's good. I just don't eat it. Everybody's got the thing. I never ate broccoli. Ask my mama. I'm not eating little trees. I never. My kids loved broccoli, but my kids loved fried okra. That was like a snack for them. They loved it. My kids love vegetables. I, on the other hand, hate vegetables. Always have, always will. Brussels sprouts. Paul, really? Brussels sprouts? Ew. Okay. I'm just teasing you. I've never eaten a Brussels sprout. Probably never will. Mini cabbages. Oh, Trina likes Brussels sprouts too. I don't know. I've heard they're terrible. I don't know. I've never had one. I usually stop at 6 to get dinner table, then watch after dinner. There you go. There you go. Well, make sure You know, if you jump into any of their lives, tell them Mama V sent you. Tell them we had a good time over here tonight, and that you wanted to come for family night. Princess B only drinks plain seltzer water. I can't handle the seltzer water. I just drink old plain old spring water. I refuse to drink purified water unless I don't have a choice. You know, from some place and that's the only thing they got and I gotta drink it, I'm gonna drink that over something else. But yeah, I don't like the purified water. Give me some good old-fashioned spring water, and if I can get it on the side of a hill myself, it's even better. All right, Jan, we'll see you later, honey. Thank you for being here. Okra and Spanish rice. Roasted. Brussels sprouts are good roasted. Sorry, I'm trying to get that thing. Because since I don't have any adhesive on that, and she cut the back of it, it's a little tougher to achieve the suction on the top. I know, Paul. But anyway, it's harder to achieve the suction on the top of the denture. Hi, Peg Franklin. Thank you for coming in. We're just discussing food. Hey, Barbara Hopkins. My mom used to do the Brussels sprouts. She'd boil them for 15 minutes and add sliced apples, always on a low heat for 10 minutes, and remove the sprouts and make her own applesauce. Interesting. I can see that. I don't know that I would eat it, but I can see that. And actually kind of sounds good if you like Brussels sprouts. 8-minute warning. All right. So we're going to start wrapping up here, y'all. That's really different, says Judy Herman. That's right. I've never heard of that before. I just thought of Brussels sprouts as little mini cabbages like somebody else said. I mean, like, and I don't like cabbage. So, there's that. All right, y'all. Well, we're going to wrap this up, though, because it's family night. Got to get over to 3 Mississippi here soon. I got to go fry me up a couple burgers. I may actually go break out the Blackstone outside and fry them outside where it doesn't make it even hotter in here. And make me some supper and sit back and watch 3 Mississippi. And hang out with DD5 and Mike and Terry. Y'all, I am not always in the chat, but I'm usually in the live stream listening. A lot of times I just put it up on my TV because it's just easier that way, and I can still be doing my editing or whatever I'm doing too. So anyway, yeah, Brian, I know. Anyway, whoo, goodness. Kind of hard to yawn with these. I'm gonna get going, and y'all have a good evening, a good weekend, and a great week next week. We will see you next Wednesday. That is the day before the festivities start over at Tim's. But we'll see you next Wednesday. Everybody stay safe, stay blessed, love you. Bye.